Hi, this is Ashley Lynn Cuputo from Chaos A.D. and Deathscort Service, and you're watching the 13th Wolfman. Ow!
Hey everybody, you know who I am. I'm the 13th Wolfman. You know who I have with me tonight? Ashley Caputo, or is it Ashley Lynn Cuputo? Either way, she's in Crack Baby Billionaire, Deathscort Service, Joe Vampire, One on One. Here she is. Welcome to Sit Down, Ashley.
Hi, how are you guys? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing well. Yeah, it's great to have you on. You know, like I said, you're an up and comer in the horror genre, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Deathscore Service is your big one.
Deathscort Service is a big one.
Yeah. And how'd you get hooked up with Sean?
I met Sean, about 4 years ago on the set of Joe Vampire. I was friends with Krista Grote, and she just introduced us, and it's been good friendship since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so give it a little bit for the people that haven't seen Joe Vampire. Can you give a little synopsis about it?
Oh, Joe Vampire is a pretty cool movie. It's a vampire, obviously, movie.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's nice. It's not a slasher movie. It's got a good storyline, and it has a lot of background that is filmed in Tampa, so it has some nice shots of Tampa. It won a couple awards. Good stuff. Lots of good people in it.
I guess if you're going to film a vampire movie, you know, the South with a lot of sun, that's the best place to film it. You know. You know, since vampires like sun so much.
Well, they filmed it inside a strip club, of course, and then they filmed a lot of nighttime scenes in the historic Ybor City district of Tampa, which was really pretty. So, but yeah, Sunshine State, vampires, you know how it goes.
Yeah, no doubt. So, how did you get into the acting business?
It's a funny story. I used to do porn a long time ago, and then I was friends and I roommates with Krista Grote for a while, and she was doing these independent horror films, and I wanted to tag along on one, and I don't know. Since then, I just ended up doing them. It wasn't a goal, but it has been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. So it's
Uh,
interesting.
Are you a horror fan yourself?
I am a horror fan myself. I
Are you?
love horror.
Oh, let's talk about horror. So, what are some of your favorite movies?
Well, I can't count any that were done by anybody I know in Florida, so I'll go to I love Martyrs, the original one, the French one.
The
That was
French
one of my
one. Yeah.
stuff. I did enjoy The Conjuring, even though some people didn't. But some of my favorites are the Halloween series. That's what I grew up with, so I loved
Yeah.
Halloween.
We're roughly around the same age.
Oh,
Not.
cool.
I'm a little bit older, but you know, I know what you're saying. It's that same era. You
Definitely.
know,
Yeah, the 80s horror was awesome.
Return of the Living Dead and Chopping Mall and yeah, you know, all the movies. I those are the ones I love. I mean, I just picked up Graduation Day.
Oh, you did? Well, I
Yeah.
just saw Prom Night the other night.
Yeah, I just picked up I've loved Graduation Day ever since it came out like in '81, but I've never had a copy of it, and so I finally got a copy of it on Blu-ray. And the upside is that it's a Vanna White film.
There you go.
You know, I mean she did make a lot of movies, but you know she makes billions of dollars now turning letters. But hey, she started somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, so Halloween. Did you are okay? I love Halloween 3.
I have not recently seen Halloween 3, and I just had this discussion with actually Chris Woods of the Sleaze Box about how it has nothing to do with Michael Myers the other day. So I was just going to rewatch Halloween 3 this weekend. Because I think I might have actually missed that because I don't recall seeing any Halloween without Michael Myers.
Yeah, Halloween 3 didn't have Michael Myers in it. The whole idea was the concept of John Carpenter was to do once he wrapped up the Halloween 1 and 2, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to put out a new Halloween movie every year or like
Mm-hmm.
every other year with a different story and a different cast and a different kind of like what they're doing with American Horror Story,
Oh, that's a good one too.
you know. So he wanted to do that. He wanted to put out, and so the third movie was a movie unto itself, and people didn't like it, and so Mustafa Akkad, the producer, said, "Well, I'm bringing back Michael in 4, 5, 6, and you know,
H2O.
yeah, H2O, and I personally love 1, 2, and 3, and that's where it stops for me.
I don't know. There's something about that mask and that music. I
Oh,
saw every one of them that I saw in a theater, and I screamed every single time. I was the idiot going ah, and jumping on people that I sometimes knew and sometimes didn't know. Good stuff.
oh yeah. Well, the mask, of course, is a Shatner mask.
It's a good one.
That's the funniest thing is that the scariest blank face out there on the boogeyman is William Shatner painted white with the eyes opened up.
It works though.
It works, but you wouldn't think it was a Shatner mask looking at the jaws and everything.
No, I did not know that. So thank you for that tidbit.
So, do you have family? Do you have family that's also into like movies and someone that's artistic?
No, I wouldn't really say so. It's just me. I'm the stray.
The black sheep.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wasn't gonna put it that way, but pretty much yes.
I know that I wear that designation proudly.
Awesome. I think many of us do.
Do you hit very many horror conventions?
I haven't been fortunate enough to do that many. I pretty much stayed to Florida. However, we do have a movie coming out. The Sleazebox does called Chaos A.D. that's going to be at Sins Slaughter in Syracuse. So I'm trying to get up to that one.
Okay.
So fingers crossed.
KSLD.
Chaos, like chaos and mayhem. A.D.
Oh, chaos. Okay, I thought it was like a call sign for a radio station. I'm like, okay.
No, no, no.
Chaos AD.
No, it's quite
Okay.
disturbing too. I
What's
really
that
enjoy
about?
it.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
It's about a gang of. Well, I'm afraid to even say anything. It is really intense. I really just don't want to give anything away. It's very, very different. I must say that. It's incredibly different. We used some great background scenes, and we actually filmed some in this awesome like fetish studio. So it was really cool.
Fetish studio.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gangs and fetishes. Okay, I'm looking forward to that one.
And here's our trailer for Chaos A.D. done by the Sleazebox in conjunction with Sean Donahue. It's coming out at Slaughter in Syracuse this summer. Great movie about a female gang and all kinds of escapades that happen.
So what else are you working on? If you can, is there anything you can talk about that you're working on?
Crack Baby Billionaire is in the works. My part in that is done. Um, let's see what else. One by One is coming out. That's by Kelly Helen Thompson. Crack Baby Billionaire is by John Miller, and that has 8 the Chosen One in it. He's
Oh,
awesome. He's a good
I
friend.
know
Yeah.
it.
Let's see. Hmm. I just accepted a small role in a non-horror film that's local called King Charles. And there's some other things that haven't come to terms yet. We did a Diary of Blood and Psychos Are Us with Joel Wynkoop, and Joe Sherlock was involved in Diary of Blood. We're still waiting to hear about that one. So there's just a lot. There's always a lot going on in this town, which is just
Oh,
awesome.
you
You
got a
know,
lot coming down the pipe, so you're busy.
I stay pretty busy. I do. I'm
Yeah.
fortunate.
No, that's great, especially for an independent film, independent actress. You know, there's sometimes you see them in one movie and then they're like, I couldn't find any more work. You know, and but it sounds
Yeah.
like you're hitting with the iron hot with while the iron's hot. You know, so
I'm very fortunate. Everyone is so nice and kind in this town, and there's just so much work to do. So, oh, we do have a couple more films that are in the works. I can tell you the name of one that I'll be filming in 2 weeks, but I can't tell you too much about it. It's called
that's fine.
Cannibal. It's called Cannibal Claus. So hopefully that'll be coming out for Christmas, and that's starring Bob Glazier, who's also a great friend of mine. So, and
Now you, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
that'll be a collaboration again with Chris Woods and Sean Donahue.
Ah, now you've done another movie with Wynkoop before.
Joel Wynkoop?
Joel, sorry. Yeah,
Yes,
Joel.
Slasher Weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that was pretty successful for the time.
that was a fun movie. We have so much fun. All these people in this town. It's just amazing. And we even have a place here called the Tampa Picture Show, and they let us show, our independent films, and they serve food and stuff on weekends. A lot of times, that's how we stay in touch and stuff when something's not going on. There's just all the actors and directors hang out. It's a good time.
Tampa sounds like a fun place. So I'm gonna have to talk to the guys of the Dorkening. We're all gonna have to get into a little van or something to go down to Tampa and hang out.
Sean is actually having his first convention here in August. It's going to be called Tampa Screams. You guys should get a van and come down then. Maybe we'll put you in a movie.
I talked to Leo about it.
Come on, Leo.
No, that sounds like a good time. I just wow, you're so busy, and like I said, it's not all actresses can say that. You know that they're always busy. There's a lot of downtime between movies. You know.
Yeah, there can be. I think I was really fortunate with getting to know the Sleazebox, Sean Donahue, now John Miller, Joel Wynkoop, and then of course Steve Biro, who did American Guinea Pig, which I was also in. So I think I just ended up being in at least one of almost everybody in town's movies, and got along well. So I think that really helped out.
That's one I still need to see, the American Guinea Pig movie, because I mean that when I heard that they were doing a guinea pig film for America, you know, because these are all like big over in Asia and Europe and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was completely surprised that they were actually going to step into that because that's pretty extreme stuff. At least the other movies are.
It was pretty extreme. I like my suspense and my Halloween type movies, but I like some hardcore gore too, and I really enjoyed making that. They came out with the second one. It played in town recently, but I just got back from a trip. Bloodshock was number 2. I wasn't in it, but I didn't get to see that yet either.
They've
But it's
already
supposed
done
to be.
they've already done a second American Guinea Pig film.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I haven't seen the first one, and now they are doing the second one. Great.
Sure, I'm sure you'll catch up.
Hopefully. Hopefully they're not up to 13 by the time I see the first one.
Well, you'll have a marathon.
Yeah. But like I said, I've heard a lot about the original films, and it's just I've never had a chance to see them. I know guys over in the UK that just love them though.
Oh, you never saw the original? That was a requirement for my acting in it. I guess they wanted to see if I could stomach it or something. They had me all scared, and I was like, "Oh, this is okay."
Seen that before. Yeah.
Well, I did work in healthcare for a little while, so I was like, "All right, I can tell that it's not an actual person, but it was really realistic though."
Yeah, like I said, that stuff's supposed to be pretty extreme. So, yeah, but you like getting yourself all bloodied up, huh?
I do. I don't like it when Sean forgets to take the fake blood out of the refrigerator.
Oh, that sounds like a good story.
That was Naughty Dirty Nasty with Crystal Pixie Adams and I. We had a shower scene, and he'd forgotten that all the fake blood and we needed to use a lot was in the refrigerator. So he's like, sorry, and he just threw it on us. It was a true look of horror, let me tell you. We Floridians don't like to be cold.
Really? Living that close to the equator and you don't like to be cold. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. So, yeah, Crystal Pixie Adams, you've done a few movies with her, too.
Yeah, she's a great girl. She's a good friend of mine, too.
Yeah. I mean, you did Slasher Weekend, or was it Joe Vampire with her?
She was in Joe Vampire.
Yeah.
She's in Crack Baby Billionaire. She was in Naughty Dirty Nasty. The two of us did a VHS scene for American Holocaust together, which I think was one of the first things we did together. Because Joe Vampire, we didn't actually meet on set. We were filmed separate days. But we got to be really close friends. Like, we hang out and stuff. So that's kind of nice.
What do you do when you're not working?
In the film industry, I teach yoga and meditation. It's kind of my yin and my yang. It's my opposite, my balance out. So
get bloody on the weekends and work it all out during the week, huh?
Definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's yoga. That's a dedicated lifestyle. You don't just say I'm going to do it on one day and then okay, I'm done. You know.
No, it came in handy a few times in the film industry too.
I could see where that.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it came in handy in my old film industry, but no, I was talking specifically. There was on American Guinea Pig when we were chained to our beds. Somebody, one of the lights accidentally tipped over and it started falling onto my bed, and we were chained by our necks. So I just like kind of rolled my legs back and did kind of like a shoulder stand so that when the light fell and broke, it broke like not on me. So they were like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Yoga." So maybe you had to be there. I don't know.
Well, talking about fire, fire. What would be your worst fear if you had to deal with it? You know?
What do you mean?
What scares you the most?
Oh gosh. I don't know. Probably some of the serial killer movies, just because they're so real and stuff. Like Your Next really scared me. I screamed throughout that whole thing. And I had one of my yoga teacher friends over here who doesn't like horror, so I was watching it secretly on Netflix with the little earbuds in, and she was taking a shower, and I was screaming, and she didn't know why, and she was yelling at me. So that was pretty bad.
Well, I know somebody that had to watch The Conjuring with the lights on, so.
Oh, no. Seriously? Oh, so the supernatural is, like, more scary.
Yeah, for some people,
Yeah.
But, I mean, the Strangers was a freaky movie. With that one with Liv Tyler where they break into the house and just torment that couple.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I don't know. I can't say I'd really want any of them to really happen to me. Acting in them is great, though.
Yeah, but I mean, do you have any phobias? Like, are you scared of the water?
No.
No phobias?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Fortunately. Knock on wood, I hear they can always come out.
Yeah. I'm the same way. There's not a whole lot that scares me. I'm not scared of heights, not scared of the water, but there are those people, that there's a guy I know that he's deathly afraid of sharks.
Well, that's a bad one.
Yeah, but he lives in Indianapolis, and he's never been to the ocean.
Well, he doesn't have much to fear then.
And then he's like shark movies freak him out, and I'm like, okay, don't leave your state. You don't have a problem.
Right? Don't get lost in the aquarium.
Yeah, really. big thing with teeth. Don't bother it.
No, actually, John Miller, who does Crack Baby Billionaire, he actually calls me the most fearless actress. Like, people just say that I don't, I mean, I do have, like, fears, of course, but that I just don't have any fears. Like, for fun, March 19th, I did a yoga workshop. So to celebrate, I went to this fire walking meditation where we walked on fire and glass and broke boards with our hands.
I saw some of those pictures of yours.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
So I guess I just do weird adrenaline kind of things for fun.
yeah. I saw the one where you were breaking a board with your hand, and
Yeah, okay.
you said something like building up to the firewalking or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great day.
That's crazy. Firewalking. I've heard a couple reasons on how it's done, but I won't get into that here or there. But I'm not going to even attempt it.
Well, when you come down in August, I'll take you on all these fun things.
Okay. The thing I always want to do is skydive. That's one of those things on the bucket list I've always wanted to willingly jump out of a plane with and hope to land.
We have a great place to do that here. I haven't done that though. I was in a bad car accident, so I kind of think that would be bad for me. Never know though. Bucket list is a bucket list, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like I don't know. When I was a kid, I was a kid in the neighborhood that was like a little bit more of a daredevil than everybody else.
Awesome.
It's like let him do it. It's like sure, I'll jump off the roof of the house.
So you're like that kid in the Goonies that made the repelling lines and everything.
Yeah, except I didn't use repelling lines. I just jumped off the roof of the house.
Awesome.
I was like, the frisbee went up on the roof. I'll get it. Then I jump off the roof with the frisbee in my hand.
We used to jump off my grandmother's back porch, but there was like 5 feet of snow. It was on the second story, and that poor woman.
Yeah, I know this girl that her cousin had a trampoline in their backyard, and her bedroom was on the second floor. And during the summertime, they would just get in their bathing suits and jump out the window onto the trampoline.
You have to do it without the bathing suit, though.
Knowing her, she probably did. But yeah. I mean, it was out in the middle of nowhere in Idaho.
Oh, okay. We're supposed to do a movie on a trampoline, this party scene coming up sometime soon for Bigfoot Mafia Boss. I haven't figured out how they're going to get a bunch of people to jump on a trampoline at the same time yet. It's going to be interesting.
How many people?
I'm not sure. It's a party scene.
Okay. Probably get one of those, industrial sized ones.
It's a party.
Something you see at the circus,
Yeah, well, that's pretty much Florida.
That's true. There's a lot of circus people down there. But that sounds like a fun one. So Bigfoot Mafia.
Bigfoot Mob Boss?
Oh, Bigfoot Mob Boss. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing. Bigfoot Mafia Boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigfoot Mob Boss. That sounds like an interesting
That's Cult Movie Mania. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I play some weird parts with a weird wig in that show. I'm like a topless dispatcher, a topless newscaster. They like to take advantage of the fact that I don't mind not wearing clothes,
If you don't mind, I mean.
Yeah, you see I'm wearing my sleazebox shirt. Like, I try to do this interview, topless, but they ask that I wear the shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and I said earlier, who's this they and how should we fire them?
Totally joking.
Nah, if you'd have done topless, we'd have just put a little black bar there, just because I don't think YouTube would let us get away with putting nudity up.
Yeah, they got serious recently, didn't they?
Yeah. They're going after a little bit of everybody and everything. Seems like nowadays. You got to be a little bit more careful than you were a year ago.
Definitely. A year ago it was free for all.
Pretty much. So I'm going to wind up this interview, and we're going to get ready for the live show.
Okay.
And if anyone wants to get in touch or follow you, where can they follow you on social media?
They can always friend me on Ashley Lynn Cuputo, and then I will move them from there over to a specific actress site so that it just shows the horror kind of things, which is actress Ashley Lynn. However, you need to join my regular timeline first. Facebook got confusing on me. I tried to set up different things at the same time that they were cracking down on that, so.
Yeah, you can't show. They're another one. They don't really care for the nudity. Twitter, on the other hand, if you want to be naked on there, go for it.
Yeah, I have a Twitter account, but I don't know. I just haven't really gotten into it yet. So, something to look forward to.
All right. Well, for that, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and she's Ashley Lynn Cuputo, and I'm on the prowl.
Ooh. So here we have the trailer for Deathscort Service, a Sean Donahue, Chris Woods, Sleazebox production. It's a great little flick about some prostitutes, working girls out in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we had a great time filming it. Won a lot of awards, lots of gore, and lots of sexy scenes.
What you are about to witness did happen.
No! 5 years back, there was this sweet young thing just breaking into the business. She was practically cut in half by some psycho.
Did they ever catch the guy?
No, they never did.
A killer is on the loose.
I'd like a date tonight.
Sure, what time?
And no one can stop him.
5 or 6 girls have been missing since last month.
Fight for your life. Fight for your soul.
I can't wait to see you, Michelle.
From the makers of American Holocaust and Die Die Delta Pi comes Deathscort Service.